Hi everyone, I am back and I have a new hairstyle. If you know my channel and you know me, I change my hair constantly. That's the biggest constant in my life is my haircut or my hair, that I can change it and change the color and the cut and the style and everything. So I've done it again. This time I went for a very textured, kind of a bob. It will grow into a lob, which is what I'm going to stay at. But I had a lot of hair that was damaged still from last year when I dyed my hair blonde. I took very good care of my hair, but sometimes you have to face the facts about your hair. If you have thin hair, no matter how good you take care of it, more than likely, not more than likely, but it's gonna show signs of damage. And my hair is very thin. It seems like it's not because I have so much hair, but it's very thin. And yeah, it just when your hair's thinner, it just can't hold. It just gets damaged a lot quicker, and that's what happened. So I was dealing with a lot of that damage, all like the from like fall all the way to now. I'm there's still some parts where you can see a little bit of a lighter color, and that's not, I didn't do that on purpose. Like, I'm just growing out the blonde, and finally it's my hair grows really fast, so it's growing out, which I'm so thankful for. But so the point of this video is to kind of share with you about getting a new haircut. A lot of people will change their hair for the warmer months. They'll go either lighter or shorter, especially in the summer. And I just want you to understand, don't work against your hair and your type or your face type, because it's just not gonna look right. So what I mean by that is, pay attention to, if you're going to color your hair, make sure that you know that if you have thin hair, it's going to endure damage. If you're going to get a color, pay attention to your skin tone. I felt like last year when I bleached my hair and it was very blonde, I felt like it kind of washed me out a little bit, and I just didn't find that a lot of darker colors suited me with that hair color. When my hair is dark, I always go for dark colors, like dark lipstick or dark smoky eyes, because I feel like my hair, that's what suits me best. But when I went very light with my hair, I felt like I had to go lighter with my makeup, and I felt very bleached out or like washed out, and I don't know, I didn't feel like myself. So again, you just want to pay attention to your skin tone and skin color, and don't go against it. Just kind of work with it. Like, I can do a few highlights here and there, or lowlights, or however you want to call them, but when it's overall too light, for me, it just didn't look right. If you want to go very light, still talking about color, if you want to go very light, look into something like Biolage, I think I'm saying that right, but look into that, because it's the healthiest way to lighten your color. And also make sure that you lighten it in like gradually. Don't just do it all at one time, because that's where you're going to get the most damage. So if you lighten your hair, it will be a process, but you'll get to the color that you want. When you lighten your hair, it's going to be expensive. It's not cheap to lighten your hair, to keep it light, to keep it healthy while it's light, because you have to get deep conditioners. You have to really buy the good kind of deep conditioners, and they're not cheap. And you're going to put a lot of your money into conditioners, treatments, masks. You can also get your hair you're also going to have to get it toned. What else did I would like to get my hair blown out. and it's just not cheap. Also, another thing to consider is how quickly your hair grows, because my hair grows really quickly. Like, it'll be grow an inch in like 6 weeks. It grows really quickly, and that affected, I didn't even realize that, but once I dyed my hair, my roots would come out in a week. And it was very obvious. Like, it wasn't even like where if you have ombre hair, your roots come out, it's okay. But if you have all over color and your roots come out, especially blonde, and your black roots come out, unless you like that look, you're gonna want to go again and get it redone. And it just, like I said, take that into consideration, how quickly your hair grows, because you'll probably have to get your hair, the roots touched up like once a month, and there you go back into doing your hair so often. So moving on to hair cuts, and this is really my favorite. I get my hair cut often because I don't worry about it, like if I have a bad haircut, because my hair grows so quick that I can grow out of a bad haircut within the next month. But if your hair doesn't grow quick, you may want to cut your hair more often, because that may be the reason why. It kind of goes hand in hand. If your hair is constantly getting trimmed, it's constantly getting like healthy, and it will grow faster. It seems contradictory, and a lot of people don't want to do it. I work as a freelance makeup artist, so I work a lot of my customers or clients are brides, or they have like an event coming up, and this never fails. Every time an event comes up, they never want to cut their hair because they want as much length as possible for whatever event is coming. So let's say you have a wedding in the fall. If you're a bride, you don't, or even if you're going to be in the wedding or attending the wedding, you're already like, I'm not going to cut my hair until after the wedding. But your hair might not grow as fast as you think, as fast as it can before the wedding, for the wedding. Does that make sense? If you have a wedding coming up, get your hair trimmed. It's not going to affect your hairdo or your hairstyle. You always can use extensions day of. I'm telling you from experience, I see this all the time. Brides come in and they haven't had their hair cut in the whole year, because the whole time they were engaged, because they wanted their hair as long as possible for the wedding. And then their hair is very stringy. It's very unmanageable. It's kind of breaks, or it has like, it's shorter on one side or longer on the other side, because your hair grows in different lengths, and your hair, you might have like longer hair on this side, or I just see it all the time. And I work with hairstylists. I'm not a hairstylist, but I work with them, and I always hear that brides always say that I didn't want to cut my hair all year because of the wedding, and then their hair is just not as healthy as it could have been for the wedding. So if you want long hair, get it trimmed. And don't be afraid, honestly, of a haircut. Hair grows, like, it's not like it's permanent. It will grow. It will grow out. If you don't like it, you can get an extension, extensions put in. I mean, if it's really that bad, you can always just get extensions. But if it's just kind of like, it was too short, or she cut my bangs too short, or she cut my layers too short, it will grow. Hair does that. It grows. Other than that, I think the lob is super cute for summer. I think if you get it kind of messy and textured, it's so adorbs. And I will show you in a later video how I style this. I do have a wedding coming up next month, so I'm going to show you my hair the day of the wedding and how I style it, and also show you like things that you could do for short hair on special events. So stay tuned for that video. But other than that, Let me know what you think of my hair down below. I'd love to hear your opinions about it. And that's it. I'm going to insert down below a picture of the hairstyle that I showed my stylist. Actually, I showed her quite a few. I actually just took them off from Pinterest. So I'm also going to pin my pin board for my hair. And throughout, as I find new products that I like for my hair, I will also pin them. So just keep, if you're on Pinterest, follow that pin board if you're interested. Thank you for keeping up with me and stay fancy.